Hi, this is Jenny Trautman, and I'm here with Charlotte Young, who is a visual practitioner that will be presenting at DC 2016, the 21st annual conference of the International Forum of Visual Practitioners, which will be held in Washington, DC, July 30th through August 2nd. So, Charlotte, do you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background in visual practice?
Sure. Thanks very much, Jenny. Looking forward to, holy cow, the 21st conference. I've been to 3 or 4. So I guess my visual practice started, in university when I was tutoring, and I used to use pictures, and I never thought in pictures and little diagrams, and never thought anything of it. I never knew it was called visual thinking. I never thought of anyone not doing things that way. And so I've used little diagrams for years. I get in front of a group and people say, "Oh, are you the artist?" And I say, "Well, actually, I'm a biologist by training. And we all can do this. This is a new way of thinking." So I would say, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago, I went to my first visual practitioners conference and took the training, the early training. I bring to this work coming as an organizational development practitioner and facilitator. So I was just kind of integrating those early diagrams that I drew as an undergraduate with my facilitation and organizational change background. And I try to now bring it into everything that I do with clients and in different assignments.
Very interesting. And your session sounds really interesting too. Visual thinking when it's thorny. Tell us about that. What are you doing in your session?
Yes, what am I doing? Well, this is a pretty extroverted conference, and so you'll hear a little bit of stories from me, why I wanted to lead a session like this, and I want to say that this will be very participatory because I sure don't have the answers. I have lots of questions about experiences that I've had in thorny situations, everything from, geez, how do I graphically record when there's a burlesque dancer? to what do I do when I'm capturing something that's not in my culture? Say it's in a different ethnic group or it's a First Nation situation. How do I capture that appropriately? Mm-hmm. So I've had some experiences where I'm kind of thinking, oh gosh, this is a little bit thorny, this is a little bit tricky, and there's a large, what I want to say, a component of it that's beyond the sort of factual content. So you'll hear a little bit of stories about what got me thinking about this, Jenny, and then I'll talk to let you all think about some situations where you have been in these kind of places, and then we're going to get up and we're going to draw, and we're going to do kind of like an at the wall graphics jam where we can think through, well, if there's a situation that's sexually explicit, or there's a situation where it's culturally sensitive. What are some things that we can do there? So there'll be lots of group discussion. There'll be lots of moving around. I'm a big believer in using kinesthetic tools as well as visual and auditory. So try to bring all 3 of those learning modalities together. And best of all, I hope we'll have laughs and fun.
Wow, that sounds like a great session. I'm really looking forward to it, Charlotte.
Thank you.
So, yeah, thanks for your time today. I can see that this session is clearly geared to people who are working with visuals in a process format, but it also sounds like you're geared to people who are just who are doing graphic recording of those kinds of sessions.
Absolutely. That's right. That's right. Because whether I've got participants involved with visual thinking techniques, which I sometimes use to get people out of a rut, so to speak, if they're stuck in some sort of fashion, and or if I'm just capturing something, what do I do when I'm capturing something that is kind of out of my comfort zone? And of course, as facilitators, we talk about this all the time, that we become better leaders when we've done our own work. And I think that's true in a visual practice as well.
Wonderful. Well, again, thanks for your time today. And I look forward to your session in DC.
Thank you, Jenny.
Bye.
Bye.